Hi, good evening. I was asked to do a demo for the MR18, but unfortunately the MR18 unit is not available. So I would be demoing the midas m32r instead. So technically speaking, parehas lang naman ang MR18 and the MR32r. So what's the difference is uh, the M32R, meron siyang 16 inputs plus 8 auxiliary inputs. With the MR18, dalawa lang yung inputs niya. So it is limited to 18 inputs. As for the midas, 24 inputs siya. With the output as well, 8 outputs midas M32R, 8 outputs MR18, 8 outputs din. So, technically the same siya. So, anong pinagkaiba pa rin is, yung MR18 is just an interface. So, nandun lang yung input and outputs. So, how to control it is via via the laptop, via the iPad, or the cell phone. With the MR32R, meron tayong physical interface. So, yun lang naman yung pinagkaiba nila. Ito, makakontrol mo. Meron tayong physical na faders, knobs. So, yun lang naman ang differences. So, MR18, kukontrolin mo via the laptop na lang or iPad na kung meron kayo. With regards to the functionality, parehas lang sila. Inputs and outputs, yung mga control with the EQs, yung mga gate, dynamics, gain, input, ayan, parehas lang sila. Yan. Also, it has a midas preamp, so medyo maganda yung tunog niya. Or maganda talaga yung tunog niya. So, for the demo, yung request sa akin kasi ng customer is gagamitin nila sa church for streaming. So, he was basically asking me to demo on how to connect it to OBS. So again, the midas mixer is or has the USB input and output. So yan yung interface, USB going to the computer. So ano ba yung USB na yan? So yung midas, ginagawa niyang parang ano lang siya, parang external na sound card. Pero yun nga, yung midas, merong 32 input and 32 output. So kung paano gumagana yung USB sound card, ganun din ang midas. So with the computer, connected via USB, so ito, pakita natin. So ayan, yung laptop ko, in-install ko yung drivers ng midas. So para ma-detect siya, so with the OBS open, so paano gagawin yan? Just click on the preference tab here. So properties, audio properties natin. Usually dito siya pala, sa mic aux mapupunta. So yan, properties niyan. Click on properties. Then, up here, select nyo na lang yung Clark Technique TM32 USB. So yun yung interface niya na makikita nyo. Ayan, medyo malabo. So, ayan. Ayaw luminaw. So, yun lang yun. So, anyways, ayan. Ayan, okay. So, just select this thing in 1 and 2 Clark Technique. Ayan. So, click OK. So, masaselect niya na. So, ang input natin for OBS would be the midas M32. So, ayan na. Ayan. So, I'm using the mic routed via the midas M32. So, ayan na. So, with the video as well, nakakonect lang to sa USB camera ko. Ayan. So, yan yung interface niya to the computer. So, punta tayo sa midas ngayon, dito sa mixer ko. So, again, yung MR18, wala siya nitong physical interface. So, mangyayari dyan, if you're using the MR18, gagamitan mo ng laptop. Ito. So, lahat ng controls nandito. Ayan, makikita mo. So I'm using the channel 8 for the mic. Ayan, makikita mo, gumagalaw. Hello? Check, check, check. So, monitor mo doon. Pwede mo rin kontrolin siya. Ayan. So, ayan. So, this is connected wirelessly. Yung laptop natin, connected wirelessly. Kaya, ayan. Hello, 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 hello. Yan, hello. Check, check. Hey, 1, 2. So, connected wirelessly. Naka-connect siya dito sa midas m32. So, with the mr18 as well, mayroon din siyang ganitong port. If you would look at the back, meron siyang Ethernet port where you can connect a router. Kung may router na kayo, just connect it. It would connect automatically para makontrol nyo wirelessly via the laptop nga, also with the iPad. Ayan. So madali lang yan, pag connect nyo yan, mag-automatic na yan. So kunyari, ayan, if you could look at the setup page, go to the network tab. Ayan, network tab yan. Ayan, network tab, may automatic na address na siya. Kung ano yung bibigay ng router, automatic niya, makikita na yan, 192.168.1.20. So yan, automatically, magkoconnect na siya. Also, you can assign naman kung private network kayo, you can assign it, yung manual IP. Ayan. So, madali na yan, mag-connect wirelessly or hardwired to your computer. Pwede. Ayan. So, ayan nga. So, anong features na itong midas 32 and the mr18, ano yung features na parehas na? So, I was telling. So, again, eto. So, for the demo nga, I have connected 3 inputs. Yung customer kasi or my client would be needing it for a live band setup. So, for example, ayan, live band setup. If you would be using 16 channels of the live band, you can connect the 16 channels here. So, instruments here, vocals naman dito for the preacher, for the pastor, everything. So, ayan. So, sample lang naman yung 3 channel. So, for my example nga, nakakonect to sa DJ interface ko. So, paano yan? Nagana. So, ayan. Inalang natin naman. Baba natin to. Ayan. So, ayan. From the mixer, ayan. Meron akong 1 and 2. Channel 1 and 2 is working. Ayan. Ayan, gumagana. So for my setup to the OBS or for the streaming, yung lahat ng input channels ko, naka-route siya sa bus. So bakit yung bus kasi is same as auxiliary. Auxiliary meaning kung saan kayo nagko-connect ng mga monitors for the banda, parang ganun din yun. So bakit ni-route ko yung inputs ko to the auxiliary bus kasi I want na hiwala yung control ng broadcast ko sa house ko. So yung meaning ng house, kunyari nasa church ka, iba rin yung control mo para dun sa broadcast mo. So you can individually mute or tanggalin mo yung mga channels na not needed for broadcast or for the house setup. So, magdedepende na lang talaga yun sa engineer niyo. So, what's one good thing with the midas mixers also is meron na siya mga built-in processor or delay. So, bakit tayo magde-delay? Particularly with OBS, kadalasan yung audio and video hindi siya nagsisync. Delayed yung video by, depende. by 20s, I'm not sure, 2 seconds or 1 second, minsan delay siya. You would notice that pag pumalakpak pa or nagsasalita ka, hindi nagsasabay yung bukas ng bunganga dun sa audio mo. Delay. Yun nga, delayed. So, in order to tackle that, merong built-in na delay processor yung midas, you could utilize it. So, paano ginagawa yun? So, let's go to, saan na ba yun? Home or I'm sorry. Sa routing natin. Ayan. Routing. So, yung mga inputs ko naka-route sa auxiliary ko. Yung auxiliary ko, na-route ko dito sa output 1 and 2. Ayan, output 1. Output 1 and 2. Then, I put in delay. Ayan. Nilagyan ko ng delay. If you would notice, the delay is 400 milliseconds para mag-sync yung boses ko dun sa video. Ayan. So, depende sa setup to, depende rin sa bilis ng computer nyo. You can manually, you can adjust it naman. Ayan. So, depende na lang sa bilis ng computer nyo or depende sa ibang factors. You can adjust the delay. So, magsisync yung audio and video nyo. Especially for broadcasting. Minsan magre-reklamo yung sa kabilang side, parang bumaba na yung nagsasalita pa yung audio. Ganon. So, usually ganun naman nangyayari pag streaming tayo. So, doon ginagamit yung delay nga. Ayan. So, you can delay it. I'm not sure kung ano yung maximum, pero you can find it out na pag bumili kayo ng midas. So, ayan. So, one features of the midas mixer yan. So, yung m32r is just the same. You can put in delay na. So, midas mixers, yung mr18, meron na rin tayo ng mga tone controls. Yan. So, technically, parang, or digital mixer na siya. So, compact, magaan. Ayan. So, paano kinokontrol naman yung mr18 kung wala siyang physical interface, paano ko kontrolin yung mr18? So, that's by the use of laptop, iPad, or your cell phone. Sa cell phone, limited yung control kasi medyo maliit yung screen. So, you can control just the volume and the other minor stuff. But when it comes to the EQs, iPad, or the laptop, you can control it. So, ayan. So, yung midas m32r ko, nakukonect na via the Ethernet going to my router. Ayan. So, here is my laptop connected wirelessly. Ayan. So, makikita nyo, ayan. So, I'm using channel 8 of the mic. Mamomonitor mo din kung may bumapalo dyan. So, anything na kailangan mong kontrolin doon sa mixer mo nandito sa laptop mo or dito sa interface na to. So, if you would put in audio for the if you would look at it in channel 1 and 2 kung ayan, gumagana yung meters. Ayan. So, ayan. I'm sorry. Ayan. Yung feedback na tuloy. Ayan. You can control it. So, for the input na. Ayan. So, everything na kailangan mong kontrolin sa nandito sa interface na to. So, may monitoring din yan. Ayan. So, meters. Ayan. Lahat ng gumagamit input or output po. Ayan. Nandiyan lahat. Makikita mo. So, my laptop is wirelessly connected. So, ayan. Power lang ang nakalagay dyan. So, for example, ayan. Pwede mong dalhin yung laptop mo everywhere. As long as may internet connection ka or nakakonect ka doon sa router, makokontrol mo yung mixer mo. Ayan. Pwede kang pumunta doon sa front of house, sa tabi ng banda, makokontrol mo. Also, may feature din yan, if you would give access doon sa iPad ng banda, kung may iPad yung banda mo, makokontrol nila yung monitor levels nyo individually. For example, si Singer, gusto ko lakasan yung monitor ko, ako na lang maglalakas if ano lang iPad. Hindi ko na kailangan tawagin yung tech ko. Boss, pakilakasan yung monitor ko. So, you can control it individually. So, you just have to give access to it. So, yeah. So, midas m32r and the mr18 is technically the same lang siya. With the kung paano paganahin and yung workflow ba is just the same. Plus, yun nga, with midas you get a 10-year warranty. Ayan. So, yun ang kagandahan doon. So, yun lang. That's it. Okay?
Again ulit, ano ang pagkakaiba ng midas mr18 and
Yes.
m32r?
Yung mr18 nga is just the input interface. So, if you would look at the back, yun lang ang makikita mo sa mr18. So, if you close up yung back, parang ganyan lang yung makikita mo sa mr18. Yung difference niya is, wala siya nung input interface. Yung physical interface pala, ito. Yung physical na fader, wala siya nun. So, paano mo ako kontrolin is via iPad or laptop or via the cellphone, pwede mo kontrolin. So, yun lang naman yung difference nun. So, walang moving part. Kung walang moving part, walang magkakaroon ng sayad. Ayun. Yun lang ang difference nun. Also, you can connect naman yung laptop mo directly para kung kunyari, nag-aalangan ka, bakit wireless, sasabihin mo, yung wireless, minsan nagda-drop. So you can physically connect naman yung laptop mo, lagyan mo ng RJ45 going to the router, then yung mr18 connected via RJ45 dyan. So, mas stable yung connection. Or, if you have the option, you can buy a MIDI interface. Meron mga nabibiling MIDI interface na pwede mong gamitin yung fader to control the system. So that's it. So yun lang. That's the midas m32 or the mr18 and the m32r. That's it. Thank you.